What's up, everybody? There's the camera. Hi, everybody. NerdyNorwegian here. Something a bit different today. There's gonna be several streams happening in the next few days. There's gonna be the PlayStation State of Play tonight. I'm gonna be hopefully streaming the Switch 2, like unboxing it and playing Mario Kart World tomorrow. And on Friday, I'm gonna try both some Switch 2 streaming as well as some, reacting to the Summer Games Fest. So I wanted to test it out, and I thought, why not test it out by playing a chill, funny game that no one else will most likely be playing. So here I am, playing Thomas the Tank Engine in Train Sim 5, which for me is very in character. Oh, it's starting. I'm sorry.
It was a warm summer's evening on the West Somerset Railway, and Thomas the Tank Engine was waiting at Dunster Station. He and Sir Topham Hatt had been invited to visit the railway and were on their way to Minehead for a big welcome. I can't wait to get to Minehead Station and meet everyone, said Thomas excitedly. You said you had a friend that worked on this railway, didn't you, sir?
Yo,
yes,
Tricken.
I have, replied
Hey,
Sir
yo.
Topham Hatt. Mr. Peters and I have been friends for a long time, and I'm sure you'll get to meet him once we reach Minehead. And I know he's very keen to finally meet you, especially after I told him how useful you are. Thank you, sir, puffed Thomas proudly.
Tricken.
Although I do hope my
Sätt pris på koppen, men.
Sodor will be all right without me. I'm sure my passengers will miss their regular train rides. I'm sure your passengers will be fine, Thomas. There's no need to worry about your branch line, chuckled Sir Topham Hatt. I've arranged for Percy and Toby to look after it while you're away. Bertie said he'll lend a hand too.
Du er nesten tilbake.
Thomas smiled, thinking about his friends back home.
Oh.
Right then, he continued. Let's get going. We don't want to keep everyone waiting.
Litt weird med sånn realistisk kontrollsjef, men det var greit.
The platform and climbed aboard Annie. Yes, sir, peeped Thomas. Minehead, here we come.
All right. Oop, wrong button. Is it this one? No, wrong button. I want to go out there. Is that... Of course, I skipped the tutorial because I know how to play this game. Ah, there we go. All right. And here we go. Ah.
I wonder what kind of jobs I'll get to do here, wondered Thomas. I do hope we get there soon. I can't wait to get started. Yes, it will be nice to finally arrive, said Annie sleepily. I don't know about you, Clarendon, but I'm rather looking forward to a nice long rest after our long journey here. Yes, Annie, it'll be nice to finally rest my wheels for the night. You should get some rest too, Thomas. You don't want to be tired tomorrow, do you? But I'm too excited. There's going to be a party tomorrow night to welcome us to the railway, and I want to make a good impression. Show everyone that I'm a really useful engine, especially as we've come all this way. We understand, sympathized Annie. But as Clarabelle said, you don't want to end up being tired and running late on your first day. Despite his excitement, Thomas couldn't help but be tired too. It sounds like we're not the only ones who need to rest their wheels, laughed Clarabelle. Well, I suppose I am a little tired, he said wearily. And a good night's rest would be nice before we start work in the morning. The three friends continued their journey towards mining, and it wasn't long before they were nearing the station.
He's adorable. Oh, I'm supposed to stop. I'm supposed to stop over there. I can do that. Beep, beep. Oh, can I stop without crashing? Da, 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 da. A bit further down the platform. I did it! Yay!
As Thomas's train pulled into the station, he looked around and noticed a smartly dressed man standing on the platform. He wondered if this was Sir Topham Hatt's friend, when the man stepped forward and introduced himself. Hello, and welcome to the West Somerset Railway. You must be Thomas, the famous tank engine I've heard all about. It's great to finally meet you. My name is Mr. Peters, and I must say it's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you, sir, puffed Thomas. I'm excited that we have been given the chance to come and visit your railway, and I can't wait to get started. That's what I like to hear, said Mr. Peters. Sir Topham tells me you're a very hard-working engine, so I'm looking forward to working with you and making sure that you and all our visitors have a great time at the party tomorrow night.
At the party?
Just then, Sir Topham Hatt walked up. He greeted his friend warmly and started telling him all about Thomas. Thomas is one of the most useful engines I know, and I'm sure he'll prove to be a credit to your railway. That's wonderful to hear, replied Mr. Peters. I'm sure that Thomas and I will get on splendidly. Mr. Peters smiled and turned to the crowd of passengers. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like you all to give a warm welcome to our visitors from the island of Sodor. Sir Topham Hatt, Thomas, and his loyal coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. Everyone clapped and cheered, and Thomas looked on, feeling very proud.
Oh.
But no one noticed that a familiar diesel engine was watching them from afar.
Da, 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 da. Diesel turned into a horse. You good, Train Sim 5? Hello? Did the game crash? There we go. Continue journey.
The devious Diesel. Early the next morning, Diesel crept into the station. He looked to see if anyone was around and saw that Thomas was sitting outside the shed dozing. He also noticed that Annie and Clarabelle were sleeping too. And an idea came to him. What a good idea, Diesel thought to himself. If I shunt those trucks in front of them, then Thomas will have to spend even more time getting them back. Thomas won't be a really useful engine if he's late. And on his first day, too. Chuckled Diesel deviously. I must be careful not to wake him, though.
Okay, the thing is with this game is that it's actually surprisingly like, yes, Thomas the Tank Engine is a franchise for kids, but this Train Sim 5 is more of a game for, you know, people who are more interested in railways, and it's a simulation game, so it's actually quite strict what you can and can't do. You see up on the right corner there's the red signal, and if I pass that signal, it's an instant game over. Let's see, careful, 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 and stop. So now I have to see there's a red light, so I have to wait until it turns green. Now we can go. And there's no more signals, so I can just go ahead. Do, 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 do. Da, da. Don't crash, don't crash, don't crash, don't crash. Ha, yeah. Nice. Didn't crash. Hallelujah. We'd be a little bit more careful. Oh, someone had a bike. Hello. Camera is also kind of tricky because yes, I am operating the camera at all times. Doesn't have like any auto stuff. And brake. Brake. Come on, no! Oh, okay, nice. Okay, then and now you see that I have a red signal here. So you have to wait until that starts becoming like, there we go. Down, down, down. So this, even if it's an easier mode, this is not a game for kids. It's quite slow, and you have to be quite, careful and kind of like detail oriented. I'm kind of not really good at this game, honestly. Struggle with like some of the more difficult parts. Okay, then stop, please. Wonderful. Then we're going back. But the signal is red, so we do it slowly. Yeah, it's wonderful. Oh, red signal in 500 yards, but the goal is in 150 yards. And parked. Gotta wait for the red signal. Funny thing is, the signal is red because it was for me passing, so I have to wait for the signal to turn green so I can go the other way again. Waiting, waiting. There we go. Nice. All that smoke. Okay, now I think we're kidnapping Annie and Clarabelle, Thomas's coaches. I think I'll try to break about 150 yards before the goal. Wonderful. Careful. And if you fail one of these missions, you start all the way at the back, and the cutscenes, simple as they are non-skippable. Thing is with Train Sim 5 is that it's not a game that's meant to have a story mode. And like, they did their best to like actually make stuff for the Thomas mode in this game. But it's not necessarily, it's not made for that, but they reverse engineered it pretty well. So, good job. Hong Kong. But the thing is, the models for Annie, Clarabelle, and Diesel and Thomas, like the models for the characters, I guess you can say, or the trains and wagons in this game, basically are better and more detailed than the models in the CGI version of the show. So they did a great job. Okay. 150. And brake. And brake. Sweet. Wait a minute, I'm just gonna share the link one other place. I forgot to share it. So then I need to. Oh, sorry. I have to deal with a lot right now. We can still Okay, because I'm moving that way. All right. Copy. Paste and close. There we go. All good. And then we can pull brakes. Ooh. Oh, two. And there we go. Nice.